Howdy, my name is Kiram with Clear Imaging, clearimaging.com. I'm the social media manager here, and I've been doing internet marketing since all the way back in 2003. In that time, I've collected a lot of inside knowledge about the web, and I just love to share that with you today so you can know a little more about social. And we'll just do a little social media health check on your Facebook profile so we can see if there's some suggestions I can give you to better grow your business. So the goal here is we're going to find out where you're missing out, and then I can give you some recommendations. And you might be wondering, should you even bother getting active on social? For sure, the answer is yes. 90% of millennials, 77% of Gen X, and 48% of baby boomers are active on social. So your prospects are on there, and you need to get in there, get in front of them. Otherwise, your competitors who are getting in front of them are going to get that attention and get those sales. So this is us. Let's check out your Facebook right over here. And so as far as how many followers you've got about 600. So one thing you should know, you should be, aiming for 5,000 to 10,000, although that may seem totally overwhelming. It's well worth it because Facebook changed things a few years ago. When you post now, only 5% are going to see your post. So if you had 100 followers, only 5 people are going to see them. And so if you have 600, that means 30 people. And it varies, but that, you're not going to get a lot of coverage and you're not really going to get the message out if that's how many followers you have. So that's why I recommend getting up into the thousands and several thousand. So one way to remedy that is to do a promotion on Facebook where you promote the page, so you get people to like the page and become followers. So you can pay Facebook $5 a day, $10 a day, as much as you want, and it usually comes around to about $1 per follow. You're doing good if it's $1. So if you're going to spend $200 a month, that would be, let's say, 200 followers a month. So whatever budget you have, you could set that aside. If you have 300 a month, if you only have 100 a month, the target would be, okay, well, let's get $1 per follower. And that's a Facebook ad. That's something we could handle for you. And you would pay that to Facebook. So that would be your ad budget, however you want. And then at Clear Imaging, we have a management fee over here on social media from $1,000 a month, $750 a month, $500 a month to I believe $300 a month, and that's just the management fee that you pay us, and then you're going to pay Facebook however much you want to pay for the ad itself, for the budget. So that's one way you can start really breaking out of here and getting into the thousands. All right, so then the more followers you have, the more people will see your posts, the more interest you can get, and the more you can get the word out. So that's the strategy involved there. So yeah, we want to get you into the thousands. One thing I gotta say, I really love how much engagement you get. Like, I think your followers must be either people who know you already or have worked with you. You've got a really good group here because you got a lot of likes on this one post. So this is really awesome. So you've got a really good fan base here. And additionally, they're really engaged. You're averaging about 30, likes for these posts. This one down here was 30 as well, 20, so 40, so 47 actually. So the thing is, you want to stay consistent, otherwise it'll start to dwindle. I've seen this happen. This happens with every account. You don't post as frequently, and then Facebook. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. You don't post as frequently, and then Facebook doesn't show you as much. So consistency is really important. So you've got to get that, at least several times a week, some posts going up, keep the audience engaged. So that is something you've got to get going. But you've got a really good following so far. You just got to boost those numbers up. So an ad would help with that. And then there's another thing you can do, which would be another type of Facebook ad, which would be like a one-time promotion. So let's say in southern Wisconsin, it's summer and you've got a summer special that you want to promote. You want to get a message out to a certain zip code or cities or a radius in Wisconsin. So that could be a promoted post. So we could do some sort of post, whatever it is you want to promote, whether it's pools for the summer, patio, fire pit, package, that kind of a thing. Get that promotion, choose a location, choose a budget, $100 or so or more, 500, and then you let it roll for a certain amount of days. And then that just takes whatever post we make. So we would make a post, right? You would have some words, some photo, maybe a video instead of a photo, a call to action, and then we would show that to your target audience. And we can choose the age of the people we're showing it to the demographic. We can choose the location, the age, the gender, interests. So that's a really good way to get a message out to a wider audience for a promotion. So that's your Facebook. All in all, it looks like it's rolling along nicely. Just, keep posting that content regularly. And minimally, I would suggest doing that page promotion campaign to start getting more followers. Because you only get followers if you physically go out to get them, either pay money or ask people to follow you. And it's the same with Instagram. I can't see any Instagram account for you on your website over here. Not sure if you're there, but on Instagram, the same story is if you want followers, you're going to have to pay. You could get them for free, but it takes a lot of work. We don't provide that service. The service we're providing at Clear Imaging is basically posting the content. So creating content, posting it on your Facebook. We can take stock photos of landscaping and hardscaping, post those on your Facebook. You can give us photos of your work and we can post those on your Facebook. Same thing with Instagram. You can give us content, you can give us your photos, or we'll go get stock photos and we'll post those on your Instagram. And that's the main service that we provide, is basically creating the content and posting it. As far as building up the following, you've got to pay Facebook for ads to build up that following. And then on Instagram, you only really build a following if you also pay for ads there as well. Those are the two main platforms to get involved in for social. And if you're in landscaping, you've got a lot of opportunities, because every time you go out and do a job, that's good content. Little video clips is really good. If you can take I'm talking 30 seconds. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just literally with an iPhone. Little video clips of work getting done. That's really good content. And then it shows your prospects. It kind of puts you a cut above the rest for all the landscaping and hardscaping companies that aren't active on social. It just helps sell you more. Because people, before they put in their paver patio or their pool deck or their retaining wall, they're going to Google around and see who's around town. And when they Google you, they'll see your Facebook and they'll see the work that you're doing. And it's just going to help sell you more. They can see your Instagram, it'll help sell you more. So it's just giving you more opportunities to get in front of them and sell them and show that you're actively doing jobs, and here's some actual jobs. It's kind of like letting them in behind the scenes to see what you do. And it really builds a lot of trust. So that's one of the reasons you want to get active on social, is to build that more trust, build that rapport. Because, people don't know you. They land on your website. I don't know these guys. Oh, here's some photos of their work. Okay. But if you can actually go see, the day-to-day, what's happening in the business on their social media accounts, it's going to help sell a lot better. So that's the idea. And of course, there's other things. There's Google My Business. We also help you with that. We do a post. We can do posts on that for you as well. There's also Twitter, which, to be honest, isn't super relevant. We do offer to do updates, to do posts on your Twitter, but Twitter has been around for quite a while, and it takes a very long time to build up a following. So I would focus on Google My Business, Facebook, and Instagram, honestly. So, and you might be wondering, okay, so what are the benefits of getting on social? As I went over just now, it really helps with your PR, helping building trust, and helping to get some more sales from that point. And then also there's another point where, all these likes and these shares and these follows and comments that you get, Google actually looks at that, and that's going to help with your Google rank. It's one of the signals that Google looks at. So another point is, contractors are notorious for not being active on social. So if you go in and you go in big and dominate, that would be really good because the field would be ripe for the taking for you, and you can just outdo everyone. Now you might be thinking, yeah, I post on social and I don't get any sales. Well, I totally understand. I've that has happened to me for years, and I didn't know what was really going on. And at the end of the day, the posts on social aren't supposed to get sales. If you do those promoted posts that I was talking about earlier, where you spend a few $100s and you show it to thousands and thousands of people, yeah, that's going to get you some sales. But generally, like doing a post like this or a post like this, we can't expect that it's going to get a sale. It's just not realistic. What we can expect is that it's going to put your business name in front of the prospect. It's going to remind the prospect that you exist and you're doing things. That's at the end of the day what social is about. You're just letting people know you're there and you're showing them your work so that they start in their mind, okay, Kittleson equals landscape in my mind. If I need landscaping, Kittleson. You know what I'm saying? If I need baked goods, I think of Bob's Bakery. So it's all about just getting your name in front of them over and over and over, and that's what social is really about. So therefore, you can't really expect sales directly, but you grow that following and you get your name out there, so to speak. So that is the overall. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. We can go into more detail. I can tell you about some strategies. But that is the overall idea. You can come on down to clearimaging.com, contact us, and you can fill out a form over here, or you can give Sarah a call, and we'd love to talk to you and give you some more information. All right, so until then, thank you very much, and take care.